if you already know what you need to do next in your life, in your creative project, but it feels like your body or something is holding you back, this is your invitation to start to lean into it. You don't have to do it alone. That's why I'm here. My name is Gabriella. I'm the creator of Creative Nest, a space that is for you to nurture your spark, your creativity, your inner playful authority. And in this moment, we're going to be able to tap into the now instead of everything else that we think that we need. And that's how we're going to move forward. A lot of the times we think that we know what we need to do, and we feel it. We feel there's a thing that's urging us to change, to grow, to even just let go and just fall back on something that we've been pushing on. And sometimes we feel like we're just ramming ourselves into a wall constantly, feeling blocked, feeling like, what is this? And a lot of the time I've noticed, at least in my own life, is I have been trained to give other people the power to give me permission, right? So I'll go ahead and look for projects, look for work outside, look for all these other things, right? Look for even a reason to do something outside of what's already in my space, what my heart is already feeling that I'd like to do, which is great. To film, to dance, to share. And the moment that we can recognize that I am putting this outside of me is saying that me, this now moment isn't enough. We're in a state of pain. We're in a state of saying this isn't right. Essentially saying I'm not right. I'm not supposed to be here as I am. And that hurts. That hurts. That can actually put us all in like a state of searching for things from a place of not being enough, right? Of a place of not wanting to hurt people with our words, with our true action, with our truth, right? Maybe we grew up in a position that we saw other people getting hurt as they clashed against each other. So we decided, maybe I don't want to cause any kind of clashing with another person. Or we saw like some kind of form of pain from other people as we were growing and expanding and having our minds imprinted upon. And this is that moment for you, for all of us essentially, even for myself. That's why I'm here recording this video. Where we actually get to take a moment, even if it's only 10, 15 minutes, not even 5 minutes, to actually move from our hearts. Our minds can be the most amazing tool if we can actually allow the mind and the heart to work together. Joe Dispenza calls this heart coherence, right? When we actually let the heart communicate with up here, we allow our most natural self to come into being, right? For the longest time, I was pushing all of this like painful masculine energy that I had been running as a program in my own brain for years, running in survival. And finally, when the universe was like, you're just gonna run yourself into the ground, we're gonna have you feel like doo-doo for months on and off on end until you realize like you need to just sit down, listen to your body, make art, go into nature, do the things that inspire you, not the things that always feel good. I'm calling this out right now. We don't always want to do the things that just feel good, right? Sometimes that will mask what we actually need, right? Like this is just like the difference of like, okay, I'm gonna go on a few mile walk today versus I'm gonna drive to the grocery store and get some food and, you know, watch 3 episodes of some show. It's the difference of knowing what for you is going to open you up and ground you into the present moment versus what is going to push away the present moment, right? Because something feels too painful. That something feels so uncomfortable that you can't, something in you feels like you can't visit it fully yet. I want to take a breath here because I keep on seeing like my candle over here as if it's like flashing green in my peripheral vision, and it really feels like there's something within the heart that needs us to reconnect to our inner nature, right? What does nature mean, right? Inner nature. Sometimes we think that we need to go outside even to go into nature, and sometimes that is very, very true because of the fact that it gets us into the present moment, right? But if we can just take a moment to acknowledge that you are nature. You are nature. It might just seem a little bit more daunting to want to bring out more of who you are when nobody's around, you know, that person that you are when you close the door and you're just in your space, you're relaxing, you're maybe even playing music or researching something, writing, listening to music, dancing, whatever it may be, is some of the things that we enjoyed when we were children. And sometimes we don't have the privilege of having been able to do that, but there's still, no matter what, some level of that childlike innocence in every single human being that can be recovered when we take the time to actually listen. This doesn't mean going out or going anywhere crazy. It can, if that's what you need. Some people really need adventure to get to the present moment, right? But sometimes it just means something as simple as rearranging your room, watering your plants, getting rid of something that you were like, ew, I don't like this. It's not like you have to like toss it or anything, but like you can at least like be like, little me doesn't like it. It doesn't give me doesn't give me any kind of joy, right? It can be as simple as doodling, as sitting down with a cup of tea, or turning on your favorite lamp. It can be going to the beach and talking to the rocks. Whatever wants to come through you is your inner nature trying to speak, is trying to express itself. Now, if you feel like you don't know how to get there, it only takes a few moments to just get started. And it really does only take a few moments to get started. All right, we're gonna do this. You're gonna plant your feet back firmly on the ground. And if you are operating any kind of machinery, vehicles and stuff, I recommend you to do this part on your break, or at least keep focused on your duties and your projects and the road if you're driving. You can always revisit this later. But if you're able to sit down or lay or even just stand in a comfortable position, I'm just going to guide you through a short meditation practice, mindfulness practice, whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to guide you through a short practice so that you can start to tap into the now moment. And you can access that spot where your creativity can bloom. So wherever you are, I invite you to take a deep breath through your nose, out the mouth. When you breathe in, imagine your breath going to your lower back and the color orange lighting up. So inhaling and exhaling. If it's safe to close your eyes, please do so. Otherwise, keep connecting to your breath. Inhale and exhale. Wherever you are, continue the breath, imagining your breath reaching all the way to your lower back and then out around you, surrounding you with this beautiful, warm color. And imagine it forming a little egg around your body. And every time you inhale, this egg lights up. can even look like a little like air bubble, whatever you imagine it to, right? And as you're breathing in and out, I want you to imagine first your toes, maybe then your fingers. From your toes and your fingers, imagine everything coming inwards through your arms and your legs, up through your shoulders and hips, to the center of your body. So circling up through your waist, your ribs, your belly, maybe across your chest, and it meets right in the center of your heart. Taking a breath at your heart, feeling what's going on in there. If it's racing, if it feels calm, if it feels like there's tingling or warmth or coolness. And bringing your attention up to the top of your head, maybe over your eyebrows, your eyes, nose, lips, ears, your jaw, and lastly your throat and your neck. Allowing yourself the space to feel what's going on in your body. Take a deep breath in here and out. If there is one part of your body that was calling to you, what would it be? Where would it be? Is it a small part or a large part of your body? If your body twitches or needs to move, it's okay. And wherever this part of your body is, just put like a little sticker in your mind right on that spot. Whatever the little sticker looks like, it can be whatever you imagine. It's perfect. We're gonna just take a moment to listen to the sounds around us. Maybe the sound of some music in the background. Maybe there's birds. Maybe there's cars and honking and some talking. We're going to pull our energy back in, first by feeling the texture of our skin, and the temperature of the air around us. And the next breath in, we'll inhale, imagining that little orb or egg around us, and breathing that in. And exhaling, sending it to the space that is asking for your attention. We'll take another deep breath, just like that, imagining breathing that color of your egg in. Exhale, send it. And last one, breathe it in. Exhale, send it over to that spot in your body. Allowing yourself to notice and see and feel It's okay if you don't feel anything strong as of this moment, but as long as you're able to feel that body part, right? That part of you, that's all you need right now. In this moment, I'm going to invite you to take a deep breath in, release wherever your focus has been on, and out. Start to wiggle the fingers and toes. Maybe stretch the body. Well, ask your body, what do I need right now? What do I need right now? When you're ready, open your eyes. If you have a phone, a notebook, anything to write what you need. Don't think too hard about this. Your body's going to answer in the first sentence. Anything that comes after and start to be a little bit of overthinking, just try it. Just try it. I really, really invite you to give it a shot, whatever that may be. In my case, the part of my body that was coming up was this little spot right by my ribs. And what it needs is a little bit of stretching, some massage. So I might even just do a little bit of yoga or shaking or movement after I get off of recording this. And whatever you need is going to be very different. It might even be that you need to write something down. You need to call someone. You need some water. You need to have a snack, whatever. You need to go hug a tree. Or your pet. Or take a nap. Whatever that is, I invite you to, even if it's only for 5-10 minutes, find the space to do so today and see what happens. See how your body responds after that. So, with that said, thank you so much for joining me for this and just being open to listen. I'm going to be experimenting and facing a lot of my own medicine coming up on here, but I'm going to keep coming. This is the third video of my new version of all the things. But if you'd like to go a little bit deeper with your practices, you can actually check out a free 3-day challenge. It's a Activate Your Creativity challenge. It's pretty short exercises and practices that start to get you to go a little deeper into your present moment, your physical body as a source of nature, as a source of your natural creative power, right? And in those, you'll have some exercises and a little PDF to go along with it. So I hope to see you there. You can always click on the link, sign up, and you'll start to get the emails and the practices so that you can schedule it in your busy day or your not so busy day. I hope that you enjoy. I'll see you soon.